Okay. So imagine this. You have a stupid friend. I mean, a real fucking dumbass of a friend. What is their name? If you thought of someone's real name, you're fucked up. Anyways, let's call this hypothetical fucking moron something like, I don't know, Jim Genters. Okay, now imagine Jim enjoys a piece of music that you happen to hate. And I think we can all imagine that it's pretty easy to dismiss Jim's opinion because, after all, there are rocks with more useful thoughts than him. So you might say something like, well, of course Jim likes that piece. His taste in music is awful. Okay, now imagine you've stumbled across another horrendous piece of music. And Jim's there and he's like, damn, this song sucks. And you think to yourself, wow, this piece is so bad, even Jim's dumbass hates it. That line of thinking is kind of fucked up, isn't it? When Jim disagrees with your tastes, it's because he's stupid. But when Jim agrees with your tastes, it's also somehow because he's stupid. This is what we call a double standard. Now let's apply this to a scenario I often see in YouTube comments. There's a video of a substandard performance of an etude by a well-liked performer who's usually on top of their game. And by the way, this happens for lots of etudes. You're likely to find someone in the comments saying, who cares if this performance is simple, it's just an etude after all. On another video of a great performance of an etude, you'll find someone being like, and remember you guys, this was supposed to be just an etude. Or, in the worst scenarios, if someone calls out a performance of an etude being played too fast, you might find someone who says, well, it is an etude after all. Doesn't playing it fast just mean they've developed their skill? Like, okay, I know I talk about him in way too many videos, but we need to stop acting like etudes as a type of work stayed the same after Chopin released his. His etudes redefined what etudes could be, being both incredible works of music suitable for the concert stage and a piece that develops your technical mastery. We're at the point now where etudes can be so much more than just technical etudes, and hell, this was even understood in Chopin's time, like with Liszt's Transcendental Etudes or Alkan's 12 Etudes in the minor keys. There is a fourth name, though, who tried and failed spectacularly to achieve this balance: Amédée Merhaut. This infamous bastard released 60 fucking etudes. Some of them are the most joyless works I've ever heard. At least one of them is one of the most beautiful works I've ever heard. Some of them are the most difficult works I've ever seen. And some of them make Hanan exercises look like fucking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. However, every single one of these pieces of shit is drenched in articulations, dynamics, and other guidance for performance, which are unfortunately neglected in most of the amateur performances of these etudes. And for 60 etudes in the 1800s, all of this ink put to page must have really mattered, right? When I was in high school and naively thought I was capable of learning Merhaut's etudes, I actually noticed how much detail Merhaut put onto the page. And I remember thinking, but these are just etudes. I thought the point was just to develop my technique. Let's be fair here. Merhaut's indications are certainly excessive and can sometimes actually be quite restrictive for someone who wants to play with the interpretive capabilities of a piece. Chopin's etudes soar in this regard, embodying a simplicity that makes them so interpretatively malleable. But I'm glad Merhaut used all that ink. With all these details, Merhaut opened my eyes to a smarter way of approaching these technical studies. If I'm trying to play this anyways, why not try to play it musically? Why not play it as musically as possible, even? Now you might then ask, are the musicality of these etudes worth the struggle? And my response is, who gives a fuck about worth? My pianist friend, Arthur Samiro, who you're listening to right now, has a quote that I'm really fond of in regard to musical or technical worth. He says, I'm not sure what worth means in this world. I just do what I want, not what someone is waiting for. And that sounds like the only possible meaning of worth to me. I love that quote because imagine being so skilled at your art that difficulty is not a barrier for entry. Me personally, I've deeply practiced the Merhaut and Chopin etudes that are most interesting to me. Not that I'm any good at them, but I practice them just to build my technique. And there are important techniques from each of their etudes that I'm glad that I have now. because they've also developed my ability to better communicate all types of music. Technique is a means, not an end, and even the most notorious composers back then understood that. As such, my philosophy with etudes nowadays is simple. If I can make this dog shit sound good, just wait until I take on a piece that I'm excited to show you.